Hey guys, Andru Edwards here, editor-in-chief of GearLive.com, and word on the street is that Apple is getting prepared to remove the 3.5mm headphone jack from the future iPhone, the next iPhone that's dropping in September, the iPhone 7. So how will you get your audio if that happens? Basically, you have to plug in right here to the Lightning port. But obviously your typical headphone doesn't fit into the Lightning port. It's a totally different type of port, totally different shape. So what do you need? You need a pair of headphones that can plug in to your headphone jack, or you need a dongle. Dongle's not elegant. This is. These are the Audeze EL-8 headphones. We're going to open them up right now. I'm going to tell you all about Lightning cable headphones. Stay tuned. Rumors of the 3.5mm headphone jack's demise on the iPhone may be premature, but the expanding use of that phone's Lightning connector for audio purposes is definitely growing into a trend. The Lightning headphone trend started with Philips and its Fidelio series, but today I'm looking at a pair of Lightning headphones that are more for the audiophile crowd. These are the $799 Audeze EL-8 Titanium. This is a closed-back variant of the $699 EL-8 launched at CES earlier this year, but these have a digital signal processor, digital-to-analog converter, and an amplifier all built into what they call their cipher cable. Now listen, I know this sounds expensive, but for Audeze, they're a boutique audiophile manufacturer whose headphones are usually priced in the four-figure range, so the EL-8 lineup actually represents its most affordable products. Now you get two types of cables and you can easily interchange them right there from the bottom of the headphones. The first one is your standard 3.5mm headphone jack. It'll plug into anything that takes the standard headphone jack. The headphone jack that you've known and loved for the past, 80 or 90 years, that'll still work. But the magic is really in the Lightning wire. Those are the two cables that'll plug into the headphones, one left, one right, and then that's the Lightning cable. But it's all about this right here. That's where the magic happens. Everything gets stored on there, so you can store your sound profiles, you can change the EQ of the headphones, tune them exactly to how you want them to sound. You have two presets you can save, and they save right here, so you unplug it and plug it into another iOS device, and your presets are there. This is also the module that has the 24-bit DAC and the amp built in. So this is going to be able to drive the Audeze EL-8 way better than the standard headphone jack, unless you plug the standard headphone jack into something that has a 24-bit DAC and an amp like the HTC 10. The cipher cable does jack up the price by $100, but it adds a meaningful benefit to the user in ensuring that the headphones are properly powered. The EL-8 Titanium headphones have an inline microphone and remote control, and their processing is also used when conducting phone calls or even sending voice commands to Siri. They're a peculiar hybrid beast, combining the huge price and dimensions of high-end headphones with the basic conveniences of a portable set. Plus, for an extra $49, you can buy an additional balanced cable for high-end audio flavors from Estelle and Kern or Pano. As for the sound, the headphones are simply incredible. You can hear the difference when using a DAC plus amp combo, as planar magnetic headphones typically sound great when you drive them with something more powerful than your typical mobile device. Also, when listening to uncompressed or lossless music, you can actually hear a difference where typically I can't really tell if I'm listening to compressed MP3s or uncompressed tracks from Tidal. Bass is great without being overbearing or overpowering, and since the drivers are larger at 100mm as opposed to the typical 40mm, you get a much more full, rich sound. Alright, downsides. First of all, the price. These headphones are $800, $799 plus tax. It's not something that the average person is going to run out and get just because it's so expensive. You can get, headphones for 10, 20, 30 bucks if you're on a budget. $800 is kind of out of the price range for a lot of people. If you're an audiophile though, an extreme audiophile, it's probably something you'll consider. But my main complaint is actually with the Lightning cable itself. When you spend $800 on these headphones, you're not buying it for the 3.5mm jack cable that it comes with. You're really buying it because they're Lightning and for all the things that it can do with that 24-bit DAC and amp built in. The problem is that this wire, I hate to say it, is super flimsy. This is actually the second wire they sent me. One wire came in the box, and within a couple of weeks, that wire was not reliable. I'd have the lightning cable plugged into an iPhone or an iPad and the music would just cut out. It would tell me there was no headphone plugged in when obviously it was plugged in. So I contacted the company, they sent me a second one, that's this one. After a couple of weeks, this one's doing the same thing. They sell these for $75. They're not just going to send you a new one. They're going to expect you to buy one for $75. The only reason they sent me another one is because I'm reviewing the product. It would be pretty frustrating to have paid $800 plus tax to get something that keeps breaking. I'll leave a link below to the Audeze EL-8 Titanium if you want to pick them up. You can find them in Apple's online store as well as in-store at a bunch of US and Canadian retail Apple stores. And there you have it, guys. If you like this one, please do leave a thumbs up on this video. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right up top there to stay on top of all my new video releases. But I want to know what you think. Are you ready for Apple to drop the headphone port in order to hasten the arrival of better sounding digital music? We'll be seeing more and more of these Lightning headphones as the iPhone 7 draws near, which will be dropping in September. But it's not just Apple doing this. The latest phones from Motorola also lose the headphone port, opting instead to use the USB-C jack for headphone listening. Sound off in the comments below with your thoughts. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, guys, your support is appreciated, and we're almost at 50,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, I have something really special for you. Until next time, I'm Andru Edwards, and I'll catch you in the next video.